I can't believe I have to follow John Waters. I'm here tonight to present Tom Ford with his Geoffrey Beene Lifetime Achievement Award. That said, I feel that if anyone should be getting this award tonight, it should be me for living with him and his career for the past 27 years. Tom was an assistant at Kathy Hardwick when he and I first had went out on our first date on November 25th, 1986. Over a meal in a restaurant that evening, he told me that in 10 years he would be a millionaire and showing his collections in Europe. I was really only meeting this person for the first time, but as someone who had already been working in the fashion business for 6 years, I had seen designers and companies go in and out of business at an alarming speed. I looked across the table at him and thought, "You poor thing, you are so naive." He had only been working in the fashion business for about a few months, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that the industry would beat those dreams right out of him. But it didn't take Tom 10 years. He reached that goal in 9. When Tom sets his mind on something, he can and will make it happen. Which isn't to say that he didn't get beaten up for trying, because the fashion business can be brutal. But then I'm not telling anyone in this room anything they don't already know. These past 27 years with Tom have been fantastic, through the Gucci years, into the turbulent Saint Laurent years, and then the launch of his own label. All of this has been exciting and exhilarating, but there hasn't been a night in all of those 27 years when I didn't ask him, what new nightmares today? The stories I could tell. A designer does not receive a Lifetime Achievement Award without putting in the hours of work necessary to make it happen. As much as people like to think of the fashion world as glamorous, the reality is that every day is a never-ending uphill battle over one thing or another. I can only paraphrase what a designer once said, "Getting to the top is easy, staying there is hard." Tonight is a celebration of Tom staying on top and a singularity of his vision. I will just add that over his career, Tom has received many fashion awards, but none are as prized or coveted by him as those given out by the CFDA, because he knows this is an award that is an honor that is bestowed upon him by his peers. My husband, Tom Ford.
Thank you. You were good, Richard. He was so nervous. And thank you, because it is, in fact, he who deserves this award. And I would not be standing here today without him. I'd like to thank the CFDA, Stephen Kolb, Anna Wintour, and Dion von Furstenberg. This is a great, great honor. This award has special meaning for me for many reasons. One, I would not be standing on this stage were it not for Geoffrey Beene. Years ago, in the mid-'80s, I was obsessed with Mr. Beene, as many designers have been, and I wanted desperately to work for Geoffrey Beene. And so I drew up a portfolio that I thought suited the house of Geoffrey Beene, and I took it to Richard Lambertson, who was working for Mr. Beene, as he was called at that time. Richard liked my work, Mr. Beene did not, but Richard remembered me. And when a few months later he was working with Don Mello at Gucci, Richard remembered me, thought about me, called me. I came in, met with Richard, met with Don, and moved to Italy and started working at Gucci. When Dion von Furstenberg purred into my ear as we were waiting for our cars at a party in Los Angeles, and Dion purrs, it's very sexy, purred into my ear that I was going to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, my first reaction was that she was really being cruel. I mean, Lifetime Achievement seems like it says you're finished, you're over. So I'm determined to regard this as a midlife achievement award. I hope. What this award has really given to me was a moment to stop, and we rarely do this in fashion, and to reflect on the last 25 years of my life and of my work. Stopping and looking back has helped me to actually feel some of the emotions that I missed while I was living the past 25 years. Ultimately, there can be great sadness in looking back, because when the past is beautiful, we mourn that it is, in fact, the past. It's gone. But it can also give us the drive to make the next chapter as beautiful and as meaningful as the last. It's been a wonderful 25 years, and I could never have achieved all the things that I have without so many people in this room. Without Kathy Hardwick, Richard Lambertson, Dawn Mello, David Bamber, Tom Mendenhall, James Scully, Whitney Hawkins, Peter Hawkins, Corey Galpern, Laura Majeski, and most of all, Domenico De Soli. Lifetime achievement isn't possible alone, and I really owe this award to all of the wonderful people in this great industry that I have had the pleasure and good fortune to know. And please have me back in another 25 years. I promise I'll wear a toupee and walk with a cane. Thank you. Thank you.
Right here, please start on the right side.
On the right? Yes.
Right here, everyone.